God. It's a split between the know-it-alls and boyfriends and spouses of women. Like, the know-it-alls are the worst because they're the ones that come in and they tell you how to do your job, despite the fact that I've been in this industry. I eat, sleep, live, breathe the firearms industry. But they're going to come to me and they're going to say, well, the blah, 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 blah is the best round for concealed carry. And like, I can always like age somebody. Like if somebody says 45 ACP, like that's the one, right? Holy shit, you're like 60 years old and older. The 40 Smith & Wesson guys, right? Those are the dudes that were adults in the 1990s. And that comes from the Miami shootout. The 9mm guys tend to be like the most well-rounded, but the dudes that come in and, you know, they spout off a bunch of myths about whatever round or whatever. They're annoying. The worst is like husbands and spouses. So women are the largest growing segment of Second Amendment shooting sports in the United States, without a doubt. We have more women now that are participating than we have ever before, and they're always looking for a way to learn. And women are sponges, right? Like they listen. They have no ego. They don't have 10,000 hours of Call of Duty under their belt or whatever bullshit game that they play. So we get, you know, the husband feels obligated, right? He's like, I'm gonna help my wife buy a gun because she's a fragile, frail woman and she needs me there. And the reality is we don't fucking need you there. Like, come to the goddamn counter, send your wife there. You go look at something else. Go find something else. Go grab a bite to eat. Go take a fucking cruise. I don't care. Go away. The biggest problem with boyfriends and husbands and whatever, and whether they're buying a gun or whether they're teaching them to shoot, they have zero patience whatsoever. So they come in and the very first thing they talk about is, well, she needs a .38 special revolver. I hate it. I hate it so much. .38 special revolvers, especially tiny ass little J-frames, little stub noses, little detective guns, whatever. They have a place. 99% of the time, they're misapplied. They don't have a fucking place. People use them as a crutch. They use them as an excuse. Well, a revolver doesn't jam. That's cool. I don't give a shit if it jams or not if you don't know how to shoot it accurately. I've taught hundreds of people concealed carry. Very, very rarely do I fail somebody on a course of fire. The one that always sticks out in my head, it was this 78-year-old woman. Her name was Elaine, an absolutely sweetest lady in the entire world. The moment her husband dies, I'm stealing her away. She's mine. Takes my concealed carry class. He gives her a .38 special hammerless Colt night watch. She gets up to the firing line, right? We go through all the legalese, all the law, where you can go, where you can't go, the don't go to jail shit. She gets up to the firing line. She's never shot this gun before. So that's strike number one for her husband. She squeezes a round off this thing. It's got like a 15-pound fucking trigger. Bang! Gun goes off. Bottom left corner of the paper. She just hammers the shit out of it. This is 5 yards. This is quite literally 15 feet. I don't need sights to shoot you at 15 feet. So, okay, that's great, Elaine. You were on the paper, sort of. Let's do that again. At this point, she's terrified, right? Too much recoil. The grip sucks. The trigger sucks. I don't even think she knew how to use the sights. She squeezes the second round off. Boom! Hits the ground like 4 feet in front of her. I'm like, I don't know how the fuck you managed it. Great job, but let's step aside. We'll talk. I run everybody else in the class through. Go up to Elaine. Dan comes up. I find somewhere else for Dan to go. I think I sent him after like a Band-Aid or something that nobody needed just to get him away from me. Talked to her and said, hey, listen, you know, you're capable. You were given equipment that absolutely did not work for you. So I spent, I think, 2 private lessons, right? Like 2 one-hour private lessons, worked with her on form, right? Stance, grip, side alignment, breath control, trigger press, follow through. She was on point, but we did it with a semi-automatic pistol. Oh, semi-automatic pistols jam. That's great. Move the fuck on. Far too often, men want to impose this FUD lore, this myth that women are incapable of handling a semi-automatic. I know ladies right now that will outshoot me. They will shoot all the way around me and back again. And they're all using semi-automatic pistols. So probably the best advice that I could ever give to a woman, if you're looking to get into Second Amendment shooting sports, that's awesome. It's empowering. You guys are the largest, you're the highest risk group for rape, the highest risk group for assault, the highest risk group for robbery, right? go find an all ladies group to participate in. The two that come to mind are the Well-Armed Woman and A Girl and a Gun. In fact, I participate in the Girl and a Gun chapter here where I'm at. They're phenomenal. These ladies are absolutely world class. They go out, they do classes, they participate. The camaraderie, the sisterhood, all this shit's amazing. But it takes a woman that knows absolutely nothing about firearms, give her a year participating in a club like that, and all of a sudden they're teaching their husband shit that they didn't know. And so I know another couple, they got into it. They were sweethearts. They're in their 60s now. Amazing people. The husband wasn't into guns. The wife said, I want to get into guns. The husband says, honey, here's my credit card. Go buy whatever you want. Left her alone. A year later, Vanessa is easily one of my absolutely favorite people. So if there's one piece of advice that I can give to you when you step into a gun shop, one, listen to what the salesperson says. We spend a hell of a lot more time researching, studying, learning. We get emails from manufacturers long before you ever know a product is going to exist. I have product in my store sitting in my back warehouse that I can't talk about because I'm under an NDA. So I've already finger blasted it. I've already played with it. Odds are I've probably already bought it and took it out to the range. Number two, men, if you're bringing your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, it's 2023, I don't give two shits. Bring them in, meet the salesperson, go away. Let them spend some time with the salesperson. They will learn far more from this person behind the counter that eats, sleeps, lives, and breathes this shit than they will ever learn from you. Because the problem is you have an ego, you're impatient, you think you know everything, and that is so far from the fucking truth that it's detrimental to your partner's growth in the Second Amendment shooting industry. And that's the best advice that I could ever give to somebody that wanted to get their wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, domestic partner ever.